Watch.
Hell yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of the HWU, where we love to hate, but we don't hate to love. What the fuck is good? Gentlemen.
What's good, everybody? Episode 7.
Yeah,
Came
everything's
like,
good on this end, on this side of the country. So
is it?
it is.
All
It
right,
is.
well, good thing I got some shit to show you later.
Oh no, he's like, that's enough of that. Morale's too
Yeah,
high.
you
Fuck
know what's
that.
crazy is I've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff happening in your area, and I'm surprised you never cover it. So today, on What the Tuck, I got one for you. I had one last week, and I was like, I'm gonna let it slide, but I can't let this slide no more. It's
I'm
happening
pretty
too
sure
much.
I've seen it, but I'm like, I don't know which one, so I'll wait.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, but what's going on, everybody? How's your week's been? How's your week's been? How's your weekend's been?
It's Tuesday. This is where we stand right now.
He's
Wednesday
crawling.
will get better.
That's a funny ass shirt. I like that.
Nah, weekend was cool, pretty chill. Watch a bunch of horrible basketball. So
Tuh, tell
yeah,
me about it.
playing the draft, duh.
The draft was good. Same to you. I watched a lot of draft. I was blowing up the group chat with just terrible basketball. Like there was some good basketball, and then there was just terrible basketball, especially when it came to the Pistons and the fucking
hmm
Magic series. We'll get into that later, but without further ado, excuse me. Before we got on cam, Dame said he had an icebreaker first because we didn't have none. So, Mr. Valdosta, lay it on us.
so not Atlanta, right?
No, and you know what's funny? I'm gonna clip that up because I think that shit was funny as hell because you really weren't doing nothing. I just felt like,
I
I don't know.
know.
This nigga said, one, I never said shit about Connecticut coaches, and two, I'm not from Atlanta.
What do you say fuck me for? Like,
That
all
shit had me
right,
dying
bro.
on the playback.
So yeah, if there's ever an icebreaker, I promise you, we talked about a whole lot of fuckery when I was in the service. So I'm pretty sure there was some stupid ass conversations we had. So without further ado, today's icebreaker, gentlemen, what businesses or establishments do you think are money laundering fronts?
I got one.
Go
I
for it.
got one. Um, I think the stores that sell flowers, stores that sell mattresses, and stores that sell
This nigga hates
uh
Jordan furniture.
um nah, not I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain that one, but the last one is the joints that sell like home shit, vanities and cabinets and shit, like places that you have to physically go to. I think those are money laundering fronts because one, every time I drive past this particular one, I never see anybody there. I don't see anybody there during the day. I don't see nobody there during the night. I don't see advertisements on Instagram or Facebook about it. And because you're in proximity, normally you would see some shit that would say it. I never see it. I never see people going into it. And the type of people that own these establishments, two different types, and I could tell you just the mob and the yakuza. Two different types of motherfucking
hmm
people who own these type of establishments when you walk in. That's what I think. I think mattresses, I think flower shops, and I think not decor. I don't know what to call them, but those type of shops is what I think.
I mean, that's
um,
that's very interesting.
what about
I
you,
still
D?
think you don't like Jordan's furniture, but me personally, I think, yeah, I might probably get hate for this one. Chinese restaurants, like the Chinese
Damn.
shops.
Damn.
Yo, you don't ever notice that they always changing their name? Like it'd be the same people in that motherfucker, but they always changing their name.
Hmm.
So I mean, they definitely like tax evading or something. I ain't saying
You
it's all Chinese shops, but
you know what
definitely
you know
I
what
know
I
a couple
think?
at Hartford that do that.
I think they go out of business and what's when they go out of business and they just they go bankrupt and they just
Bankruptcy?
yeah, and then they just rename, they get another business loan and then just rename it some other shit and it'd be the
Yeah,
same
they changed the
people.
LLC so they don't have to
Yeah,
pay for it.
I'm with you.
That's
Yep.
called. That's what did you say? That's
Money
that's
laundering.
laundering money, right? That's money laundering to me. Car washes, and don't be coming for edible arrangements and stuff like that. Like the flower shops and all of that. I don't think they money laundering. They
Flower
just have
shops.
high.
Oh,
They just have big business during like anniversaries, wedding season. You know, that one's a little more believable. The furniture one, I can kind of agree, but then at the same time, everything's done online now. So, I mean, you're not gonna see that many people in the store. Period. I mean, even now, I pull up to Walmart and you got everybody doing the to-go orders.
but I'm talking about boutiques, not like chains. Like you're thinking Jordan's Furniture. I'm talking like Tom's mattresses down the street that like are there for like 40 years, or like those old school bridal shops. Come on, yo. No one's buying dresses like that. Everyone's buying them shits on Amazon. So if you ever drive and see a bridal shower, a bridal shop, or like a store that's not in like a look, it's different if it's in like a strip, like a luxurious area where it makes sense where traffic is. But if you ever drive down the country, you see some like that are like in these random towns. They're like a little bit outside of the towns and shit. Those are money laundering, and I would think drug and Pizzagate too.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
See, Dame,
Chinese
let it
shops to me is still number one.
China man.
So okay, so when I originally had this conversation with somebody, shout out to Monet, because she know I'm about to say mattress firm number one. Number two, Long John Silver's. I don't know why Long John Silver's is
What?
still in business.
No, you're right.
Yes, nigga.
You're right.
Long John Silver's, bro. Don't do this. But thirdly, and I know this place got shooters, so don't come at me. But Arby's.
See,
Arby's is a
I
money
knew
laundering
you
front.
was gonna say Arby's,
Arby's.
and I'm a dispute that claim. You ever been to Arby's, nigga? Recently, in the last
fuck
like 3.
Arby's.
You ever been to
Voluntarily?
Arby's is the old Roy
No.
Jones.
Like,
Yo, I had to test Arby's for myself. So me and Ash went one
this
day.
nigga trying the product. Okay.
Yo, we had to go because we can't eat much. So
Hold on. I'm sorry. Trey.
nigga, we got some fish.
I
and
can't
some
let you
shrimp,
do this.
Some hush
First of
puppies
all-
from Arby's. What?
First of
That
all, they
shit was
have the
on point.
meat. That's that you talking about seafood. They're not really based about the seafood like that. We talking about like the roast beef and shit. You don't even eat that.
Bro, they have. Listen, I don't eat none of that shit, but they sell like fish sandwiches. And I was fucking around with the fish sandwiches, some curly fries. Nigga, do you want? All right, put it like this.
So
It
much
was
I
it
wanna
was
say.
good. It was good. And me and Ashley had 4 things apiece because we was trying shit. So we had 8 in total. How much do you think we paid for that food?
$7.
They try to get anybody through the
It's
door.
a drug.
bro.
It's a drug establishment. I'm sorry.
Answer
Arby's
my
has
question. How much? Do you
okay,
think we paid
$17. How about that?
for 8 for fish sandwiches and fries and drinks? And
Don't go to
You probably
Arby's.
got like
I
a-
don't know.
they
I'm
probably got
sorry.
Like a 2 for $5. You tried a fish sandwich. How
did.
many fish sandwiches are there
huh?
on the menu?
There was 2 of them, spicy and
Come on,
unspicy.
dog. Come on.
Look, man. All I'm saying is, Arby's had enough money to buy Buffalo Wild Wings. If that's not money laundering,
Hold on, say that
yes.
again. What?
Arby's bought out Buffalo Wild Wings about a decade ago.
They still own it?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Arby's had enough money to buy Buffalo Wild Wings while I still lived in Connecticut. Yes.
Hold on.
Hey, drop that shit again. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. That's breaking news right there. Hold on. Arby's
So that's why I said.
Hold on.
yes,
So do you
Arby's bought out.
so do you niggas go to Buffalo Wild Wings?
Only on Veterans Day
so
when they
you
got a
niggas-
meal.
So you niggas eat Arby's. What are we talking
No,
about?
I don't. Stop. This nigga here, bro. Only on Veterans Day, bro. Only on Veterans
Hold
Day.
on. But you know Long John
That
Silver's,
is
I think, is
crazy.
part of Taco Bell, right?
I believe it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm with you on Long John Silver because I've had it probably like 10 times in my life, and it's still so. There's a Taco Bell / Long John Silver's near where I live, but no one ever orders the Long John Silver's, nor do they present it as if it's an option. It's just there, Long John Silver's. I think you're right.
Craig
Trey.
sells itself, bro.
Trey, your
But
fast
yeah.
food game is very weird, dog.
What,
Because
Taco Bell?
are you like listening to people order? And secondly, you eating at fucking the old Roy Rogers.
What's
That's
that?
what fucking Arby's is.
Oh, the one in Berlin or on the Turnpike?
Yes.
Or no.
Arby's is
It's
the
near
old
Rogers?
Roy Rogers or Roger Roy, whatever the fuck it was called.
Roy Rogers was cracked though. Don't do that.
Nah.
Also,
That's
also,
You ain't never been to the ones down south.
you like Arby's though, so that this shit all makes sense.
I
You
will
like
fuck
Arby's
up a
too.
I'll fuck
Yo,
up
all y'all niggas eat Arby's.
because I go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Veterans Day.
Absolutely.
On Veterans Day to thank me for my service.
Nah. Absolutely. For sure.
That's crazy work,
That's-
yo.
Man, the only time I had Arby's is when somebody bought me a Jamocha shake.
This is gonna be a pause moment, but Trey sitting there saying he eat at a place that say we have the meats when he only had one meat.
Hey yo,
Whoa.
hey yo, hey.
Man. Whoa, man.
Is a fish even a fucking meat?
Exactly, bro.
Come
For
on,
moments like
yo.
this, bro. Exactly.
What the fuck was that?
Yo.
I don't have
I
any
preface
meats.
it by, hey, this is gonna be a pause moment. But is fish even considered a meat?
No. Fish is fish.
I don't know. Let's
Wow,
ask
so
Peter.
You just tried a specialty item off the menu of Arby's. You like the specialty item.
It
It's
was
like,
good. Yo,
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest. Arby gets a lot of slander just because.
What are you comparing it to?
Other places I've had fish sandwiches from.
Don't
That's
say
what I
a
could
fucking
compare it
fillet
to.
of fish, dog.
Nah,
Did
it's
you
not
say
a
some
fillet
shit
of fish.
like that?
It's panko, whatever that shit is that the fish, the type of fish they
panko
use
bread?
for like fish. Yeah, they use like that type of shit for the panko fillet or whatever it is for fish sandwiches. That shit's all right, bro. I'm listen. I'm not going out of my way to go to Arby's. That was one time in like 5 years. And I had to try it. It was 2 for $6. Nigga, I spent $30 on like 8 things. You go to McDonald's now and you get 8 things, nigga, you're spending almost $100. You might as well have the nigga serve it to you and bring it to your table. So, I mean, I thought it was a good steal. And back in the day when I did have like roast beef and turkey and shit like that, I did have an Arby's sandwich, but I always thought I'm not about to pay niggas to make me a sandwich. I can make that at my crib, nigga. I'm not about to pay you to make a sandwich for me, nigga. It ain't lunchtime, so I never fuck with it. Four Oaks Partners is the owner of Long John Silver's. I'm gonna do a little research on that later.
Wait, so this turned into like an Arby's bash.
Well, Arby's ain't bad, and if you go the money laundering situation, think about who's part owner.
I don't know who's the owner of Arby's because I don't be there.
Pusha T has stock.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, bro.
Pusha T, you didn't know he wrote the we.
I forgot he
Meats?
wrote this song. Yeah, I forgot he wrote this song. My bad. Yeah.
So it would make sense if they were money laundering.
Okay.
I don't blame him. That was a great icebreaker, Dame. So, without further ado, we know what the fuck time it is. We all I didn't do it last week, but we know what time it is.
Oh man, hey. Man, you corny.
All right, who's going first?
Give me 1 sec. Let me look up this person's name, and then all right. I'm cool.
All right,
Let me go first.
let's go, Dame. 30 seconds of hate. Let's get it.
Will Poulter from We're the Millers. The scene where he kissed Jennifer Aniston and Emma Roberts. He said he was only 19 years old, and he was like he should have had an intimacy coordinator on set. Oh, excuse me. My steak is too juicy. My lobster's too buttery. Now, if I had Sanaa Lathan and Paige Hurd over there, I'm not going to be coming out saying this. I need an intimacy coordinator. And for the last 8 seconds, fuck Amy Schumer. Because I read somewhere that she was supposed to be the original Barbie. Fuck you, you fat Jabba the Hutt, for ever thinking that you should be Barbie.
Chill, son, chill.
Yeah, calm down, Dame. You coming after my community.
She was supposed to be. There's no way that Amy Schumer was supposed to be the original Barbie.
Exactly. I had to get that off. I'm sorry. I've been holding that shit in all day. I was in session with a
Listen,
client, and I was like, "Damn, I don't have nobody to hate on." And then I remember a conversation me and my girl had last week about Amy Schumer and the Barbie thing. I was like, "Nah, fuck that." And then I
You
saw the whole we're the Millers thing. I was like, "This nigga, this is the greed they talk about in the Bible, bro." Oh no,
that's the where he was kissing Jennifer, where he had the scene
and
where he was kissing the
yeah,
the
back
mom and
and
double
kissing.
forth.
kissing, yeah,
He
back and
said he
forth.
should have had a what I said a intimate coordinator
Intimacy coordinator.
for
Because he was
what?
only 19. He was only 19 at the time.
Nigga's a
That's why I
bitch,
said, I was like, bro, if I asked Denai Lathan in one corner and Paige Heard in the other corner, because
nigga.
they're, comparable in age at the time. So I'm like, my steak is too juicy, my lobster's too buttery. Nigga, fuck out of here. Hey,
that
fuck
shit,
Amy Schumer. Just
that
in case
shit
we
had me
forgot that part.
Yo, that's crazy.
Damn,
That
you
should be
can't be
criminal to even for her to even say some shit like that. That's wild.
you can't be
I'm
a
not gonna
fat
hold you.
Barbie.
No,
No,
you.
no, you can't
Well,
be a fat Barbie.
Alright, bro.
You could be
I
you could
almost
be a
took your 30
DLC.
seconds of hate.
You could be a DLC pack, but you can't be the main Barbie as
DLC
as the main big joint. We
Hey,
love big
Barbies are
joints,
in all
but
different sizes and shapes now, though.
yeah, but not for the Barbie movie.
Not for the lead.
Like Life Size. Y'all remember Life Size
Wait,
with
for
Tyra
that
Yeah, with
Barbie
Banks?
Tyra
movie,
Banks.
wasn't there a bunch of different ones?
Damn.
That movie
Yeah,
was,
and
first
they.
of all, that movie was stupid
Never
as
mind.
shit.
What
Never
movie?
mind. The
That
Barbie,
Barbie
movie.
movie.
Life Size or Barbie?
No,
Barbie.
Life Size was interesting.
Oh, I was gonna tell you to chill on Tyra Banks. She was a real Barbie.
No, I saw both of them.
I didn't see the most recent one. All right, I'm gonna go next because I gotta get this 30 seconds of hate off. Let me just remind myself what it was. Oh shit! Hold on, I started prematurely. My bad. Cause I had another person. I'm sorry.
Well, I ain't mean to throw y'all off with the
No, that shit
vitriol.
that shit fucked me up. Oh, here it
Kinda.
is. Oh yeah,
Alright.
I got some hate. Oh yeah. All right, 30 seconds of hate goes to the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. Last week, I ended my 30 seconds of love talking about the NBA refs, and then I watched the NBA refs over the weekend. They were horrible, terrible. Scott Foster, the equalizer, terrible. It was bad. OKC was bad. Devin Booker had a gripe to complain about that shit. Last 8 seconds goes to these NBA players doing this shit all the time, bro. It's 2 seconds in the game, my nigga. Don't need to challenge nothing this early in the fucking game. Yo, I see that shit every time. It's like a turnover. Yo, dog, you're not getting a call at 5 minutes in the first quarter. It don't make no sense. That shit has gone to people's heads. I'm surprised that they challenge as much as they do, but there was a game I was watching, and them niggas challenged in the second quarter and lost the rest of their challenges for the rest of the game. It's poor coaching. It's fucking terrible, bro. But that's my hate. Yeah, that felt good. And I felt
Yeah,
bad because
see?
I was so happy to watch good NBA basketball be played, but then I watched Scott Foster, the nigga that looks like Gucci Mane, fuck up calls and throw out I watched him kick out DeAndre Ayton with a flagrant 2 just because he threw an elbow, incident elbow to the head, and then at the end of the game he threw out a fucking bench player, bro. He threw out a bench player. A nigga that came when they cleared the bench and he got tossed out the game. What? Crazy. All right, go ahead, D. You're up.
You got to bring the energy because we clearly had some shit to get off our chest.
Yeah,
So
we had some hate. You better dig deep.
I don't know how deep I can dig for this one. I ain't got too much hate, but I'll show you something.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep. All right, 30 seconds going to fuck the Ravens. Fuck the Ravens because they took that lineman that I said that I wanted. Then we wind up with some fucking edge rusher that's really second on Miami's defense. Yo, I'm just fucking tired of this shit, man. Then our fucking coach proceeds to trade away picks to trade back in the fucking draft. That way we can get more shitty picks at the end. So we wind up with 8 shitty picks, basically. Yeah. You know what? Here. Fuck the Chargers. I'm done with this shit.
that's going in the montage. So
I'm
You know what's
tired of this
funny?
shit.
Is you did say that you were hoping to get a you said I'm hoping to get a lineman.
he did.
Yo, we got a bunch of them. They
Yeah,
just
but-
came in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much y'all could have did with the pick anyways if we keeping it a buck. But he seemed good. What's his name? Akeem Mesidor or some shit like that. Mexidor.
They said they don't. So during the draft, they said they are not sure if the success of Miami's defense was due to him or Ruben Bain. Do we
Oh, that
not
was
see
the other.
as a
That was the
problem?
other D. That was the other DN.
Yes.
Nah, he was tough. He was tough. He was tough.
We'll see. Well,
He was
listen,
tough.
the defense is always good, but if you can't protect nobody and we going 3 and out all the time, the defense get tired.
When we
So
get
let's
to the
keep
draft,
drafting more defensive players.
I mean, no, but at what how many years do you want to see Lively
I don't
get
want to talk
drafted?
to you because y'all got actually good players. Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah.
I was right. Fuck that white boy. We didn't want his ass. We wanted the real deal Holyfield. But we'll get to that. That's not next. So next up, we got What the Tuck. So we got a couple What the Tuck moments where I had to find some clips. So these are going to be rapid fire, guys. So eventually I'll have a What the Tuck or some shit where I can use like a intro just for the audio purposes. But so these are quick fires, what you think about it, what you see. Give me your honest opinions. But we're going to start in Charlotte. The week before the last, Charlotte was very interesting. Charlotte had 2 black men on like horses or some shit. One got buck in the middle of the street, and it was like going throughout wherever it was in Charlotte. You seen that video, right?
Yeah.
But this video isn't that. This is another video of Charlotte at Topgolf. Imagine you going to have a good time at Topgolf, and this was actually near the University of Charlotte, so this was near some educated people. But let me play the clip. Hold on. Can y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
1 second, guys. This shit. Fuck. Here we go. For those that are listening, I'll explain the audio after.
That nigga's fine, bro. Hey, he cutting into my time though.
Somebody drove on the
Somebody
field.
drove through the little net shit and onto the field, bro. Look at my camera. Hold on, look at my camera.
So I would like to know, Dame, what is going on in Charlotte? You
It's
had your hand
always
up.
some.
D, go ahead. Hold on. You go last.
Yeah,
D had his
you're
hand up.
right,
You had
you're
your
right.
hand up. What's up?
I'm gonna just assume that was a black dude that said he cut into my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black people don't play about their money.
Say, yeah, he's cutting into my time.
Go ahead, Dave. I would like to know what's going on down south.
I don't live on that side of town, so and that's why. Because of buffoonery like that is why I don't live over there. It's trailer park. It's not worth it. So, but it is a valid question. There is a valid statement to be like, you're cutting into my time because you only got like an hour and a half, bro. Like, and them shits be coming fast and furious, bro. Like, nah. So imagine if you're on the second or third floor, it don't matter as much. But if you're on the first floor,
Yeah.
like he seemed to be, like, bro, I do not want no Ford Focus like running up on me while I'm hitting these terrible ass golf balls.
I'm going to be honest. My time wouldn't have been wasted.
Me either. I'd have been swinging away. That's target practice.
I'd have been trying to shit if he on the course. When they used to put a little crash car in this little golf range, I was trying to hit that shit. So a real live one moving, I would have tried to put one through the window.
Nigga would have turned into an Allstate Mayhem commercial with me.
If he got closer, I would have threw a club. All right, next up, we got a young man named Mad Max. So I'm not necessarily going to ask you guys. Well, I'll ask you guys how you feel about this. And I have a legality question that I'll ask you as well. But let me share this with y'all. So, this gentleman here goes by the name of Mad Max. For those who cannot see, he has one arm and he's a UFC fighter. And let's just play the clip. Let's see what happens.
No.
You know, because what
No.
because when I put this on here, if he lost or if he won, that's the great thing about What the Tuck. Because it's like, what the tuck is going on? But anyways, let's watch this.
Max!
All right, hold on. Hold on. Chill out, bro. All right, before I continue playing it, does he win or lose?
I assume he wins, man.
Okay.
I assume he wins for some odd reason.
Nah, I think he loses.
All right, here we go.
It rocked him, man. He felt it. Oh! Marvin Max! Man, look at this guy! He just dropped him. He dropped him. What a warrior, Mr. Marvin Max!
All right. So, don't kill me, guys. But after seeing this, do you see how he could have did it? Not him, but
Yeah, I know what you meant. That's why I assumed he won in the first place because of recent events.
building my case.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Go ahead, D.
Yeah, you
Go
be
ahead.
trying to set us up with these because that's the first person I thought about. Secondly, yo, I'll be so embarrassed. I don't think I'm playing again after I get hit by the nub as the finisher. Let me not. As the finisher, though, did you see that last?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
I'm not trying to be funny. What do you call that? Is that technically a punch or is it an elbow?
Well,
What is that, though? To be honest,
the better question to ask is, should that be legal?
why not? It's UFC.
Nigga, it's
What's
a
the difference?
nub. It's a nub. It's not a hand or a fist or an elbow. It's a nub. He should have that wrap that shit up like NFL players do.
Nub
It's
to
UFC.
dub. That's
Everything's
what I
legal.
saw.
Well,
UFC
first he
is
got
different.
rocked by that kick off the rip.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty quick. His name was Mad Max for a reason. That motherfucker was quick. All right, that's cool. So Mad Max knocked the nigga out. For those who are listening, I just showed a UFC fighter named Mad Max, and he has one arm, and he won a UFC fight. Congratulations to that gentleman. All right. So
That's fucked up, Trey.
this next,
A round of applause. You couldn't just do the cheer noise. You had to get the clap with it.
well, I didn't even think
That
about
is
it like
hilarious.
that. I didn't think about it like
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. All right, so next one we have here. This is from the legend, a baseball legend, Mickey Mantle. And it's not a video per se, but I have to read it to you guys because I stumbled across it on the internet and I thought it was hilarious. So don't read it. Let me read it to you guys. All right. Excuse me. Apparently, this is a this is a questionnaire filled out by Mickey Mantle describing how he got a blowjob. All right. So this is what he read. This is the question. Question says, I consider the following my outstanding experience at Yankee Stadium. So I'm assuming this is like at the end of the season or some shit. And it says, I got a blowjob under the right field bleachers by the Yankee bullpen. All right. And then the next question says, this event occurred on or about. Give as much detail as you can. And it says, it was about the third time. Let me zoom in real quick for this part. It says it was about the third or fourth inning. I had pulled a groin and couldn't fuck at the time. She was a very nice girl and asked me what to do with the cum after I came in her mouth. And I said, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm no cocksucker. Yo, this is signed by Mickey Mantle, the American boy. I thought this shit was so funny because I was reading it trying to figure out why I was on, and this sold for apparently $242,000. So that was like why I brought it up.
The note?
Yeah, the note sold for $242,000.
Oh, shit.
What do you gentlemen think about?
What would you like us to say about that? I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I'm good.
The last part of it kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Damn.
Yes, he walked so that the 86 Mets can run.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Was it the 86 Mets? You know which Mets team I'm talking about,
Yes,
right?
sir.
It was the
Amen.
86? Okay.
God damn. That shit was crazy when I read that. I said, oh my God. All right, last but not least, this is going to actually lead us to the NFL draft. So look at this. This isn't necessarily a video. I'm just going to give you guys a quick read, and then we'll go right into the NFL draft and the recap. So this read is about the Cardinals, right? All-time failure of an organization. But this is Adam Schefter. He's kind of giving his report. I'm going to play it for you guys real quick. It's 2 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but let's see if we can catch what we need to catch in the middle of it.
Draft loser, if you will call him that, would be the Cardinals running back, Tyler Algier. Yeah. Tyler Algier was in Atlanta and wanted a larger role and left Atlanta in free agency to go to Arizona, which paid him $7 million for the upcoming season. He thought he was going to be the lead back there in Arizona, or at least get more work than he got in Atlanta. And he goes to Arizona, which he did not expect at the time would be the team that ultimately would pick Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love at number 3. But that's exactly what happens on the first night of the draft. The Cardinals coaches loved Jeremiah Love. The Cardinals owner, we believe, loved Jeremiah Love. This is an organization.
I'm going to stop that there. What do you gentlemen feel about that as we go into the draft?
Well, real quick, do you think there's a religious conflict in that backfield? Because Jeremiah Love went to Notre Dame, Catholic, and Tyler Algier went to BYU, Mormon. So, do you think there would be a religious conflict back there?
I can tell you only one of them is going to be fucking.
Wow, you tying everything together.
Well, not the tubes, but regardless.
Hey,
but,
That's crazy.
that's funny as shit.
But when Algier left Atlanta. And I also just hate that people pronounce any of the T's in Atlanta, but whatever. When Algier left Atlanta, he
Hold on, what?
I don't like
Atlanta.
that people pronounce. Yeah, I don't
No
like
T's,
that people
Atlanta.
pronounce the
Oh,
T's in
in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh, it's Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I hate that shit. This shit disgusting to me. But Algier, he did deserve to go do your thing, big dog. He's one of those like, I understand why you left. Go do your thing. But like the rest of us, you're like, damn. I think we all were like, wait, what? Jeremiah Love went to the Cardinals?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like, bro, leave them birds alone. There's a lesson to be had there in life as well. Just leave these birds alone. All right? It's okay, Algier. He don't know no better. He went to BYU. So
Well,
I want him to do solid work, but it sucks.
They said he's still gonna get Love is still gonna get taken out at the 1 yard line for Algier to get them touchdowns.
Because Algier doesn't fumble the rock.
That's very true. What do you think about that?
He hasn't
Pete?
fumbled in his career. But go ahead.
Grass ain't always greener, man. You go somewhere else thinking everybody can promise you the world, but it's a business. It is what it is. But with that being said, hold on, hang tight, guys.
I just think it's why he goes to.
Yo. Why do you have one of those? Why do you have one of those?
Oh, I saw my boy Jeremiah Love get drafted, and I was like, yo, let me go pick one of these shits up.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. I used to play for a team called the Cardinals when I was when I was growing up.
So
I thought that pick was wild, though.
I think everybody was surprised, right?
I tell you who was surprised. The Tennessee Titans. That shit threw them all the way off.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that threw them off.
They needed him. The
All
Titans needed him.
The Titans, I mean, do they really like? So this is the thing, right? So we're gonna go into the draft. I don't think they really needed Jeremiah Love because they still have Tony Pollard and T.J. Spears under contract. So if they don't get a running back this year, they can get another one in the draft because running backs there will be another running back in the draft.
They had two running backs that ran for like a total of 21 yards one game. You remember we gambled on that shit.
But you got to remember though,
two running backs together, total of 21.
Well, this is but that is true. But you got to remember the coordinator was he was an intern, and Brian Callahan got fired early in the season. So I think Brian Daboll, even though I don't think he's the best coach, I think he can get that offense going with Cam Ward, and I don't even think Cam Ward was being used well. Also, you add Carnell Tate, Io Meyer, and who was the other receiver? There's another receiver over there. It wasn't Calvin Ridley. They had a third receiver that was pretty good. So I think they'll be okay on offense. So I want to ask you, gentlemen, do you guys fuck with what your team did in the first round if you had a pick? And if you did not have a pick, did you fuck with what your team did just overall? D, I'll go to you because Dame is clearly he has an F and a
this is
a B.
This is Trey taking shots.
No,
Trey
this
taking shots because his
no,
team
it was from the
has
top row. It's okay.
Part of the show.
Yeah, his team had a what? A A+.
Part of the show, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all good.
I mean, I hope he what is his name? Akeem Messador. I hope he plays all right, but I ain't really got shit to say about him. I already told you what it is. I don't think we needed no edge rusher. We needed where the fuck is he? Iona from Penn State. That was the first guard off the board. But see, this is why I said fuck the Ravens, because the Ravens I feel like be fucking with the Chargers. They trade us all these shitty players.
Oh, I didn't even think about.
There's history. There's history with the Harbaughs and fucking the Ravens, and then all of a sudden we get their shitty players, and then now they turn around and they fuck us with the one player they knew that we needed. They're gonna wind up. Nah, man. Nah.
Who's the older brother, Jim or John?
I think Jim is older than John. You know, Jim has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
Yeah. I remember seeing that shit, but Bo Jackson was a hot flash.
Fun fact about this whole thing though. The Rams threw this whole fucking thing off. Number one.
All right, slow down. We'll get to that. Slow down.
No. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about that. Cardinals threw it off to begin with, then the Rams, but the Eagles really fucked up the Steelers.
They did.
The Eagles fucked the Steelers hard. That was Pennsylvania against Pennsylvania hate.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, if we're thinking about the draft, right, and we're thinking about the Steelers, they didn't even know who was at quarterback. So they didn't, like, if they had Aaron Rodgers, which we don't even know at this point, he's like undrafted, tendered, or whatever the fuck he is. We didn't know what he was. So I don't blame the Eagles for jumping up, especially because that confirms that they're going to trade A.J. Brown. I think if I fuck with, like, so when we talked last week, we talked about, like, people that we'll want. I talked about the linebackers, and I mentioned Caleb Downs and the other safety who was in contention who got drafted 25th. Seen his highlight tape, he might be all right. But the Cowboys needed a safety. We needed a secondary, and we got it. And Malachi Lawrence, I think that's just a ploy to replace DeMarcus Lawrence. So who knows how he's gonna do? Maybe he's a good 23rd pick, but Caleb Downs was the guy. And then after that, I watched the second round, and then I stopped watching after that. Dame, do you fuck with your picks? Do you want to talk about the brotherly connection? What do you want to talk about?
So I just want to address this one time and one time only. The Jaguars were just doing whatever the fuck Madden told them to do. They just hit the simulation board and was like, all right, I fuck with it if y'all fuck with it. And they just went to wherever else, bro. Like, they just went to the beach or something. That's what happened. I'm done. They're not going to ruin my day. Now, for the Falcons. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I wasn't at first. Like, I'll peel the curtain back. I was not when you told me like, oh, they drafted Terrell's brother. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
stop this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play with me like this, right? But then, Plies had said something profound. Clemson had all this talent and they was still ass. So Plies of all people, Kurt Franklin's cousin, do it that what y'all will.
Whoa, hold
But
on. Whoa, you're dropping them shits all over the place, yo. What? Plies is Kirk Cousins, or Plies is Kirk Franklin's cousin?
no, they're just doppelgangers.
Oh, I was about to say, boy,
I can
woo.
tell.
2-in-1 episode is crazy.
But no. Um but I mean I went back and looked at the tape. I knew who the younger Terrell was. So the hamstring issues kind of threw him down the board, but he's still nice regardless. So the second round still. And then Branch from down the road. I think the Falcons, the front office, they were getting bullied by the fan bases of both Georgia and the Falcons fans because they're like, bro, just go to Athens, get
Yeah.
some players, bro. Because ever since they failed to take a lot of Georgia players, but I think Jalen Carter was the last straw that made us be like, let's riot. And so then last year they got Jalen Walker, and then they got Zachariah Branch this year. And as I used to shout on Saturdays, leave them hanging, Branch.
Yo,
So,
that's crazy.
so yeah, every time Branch made a good play, leave him hanging, Branch. So I will be shouting that on Sundays now.
You gotta get a
So
T-shirt with that made now. At this point, leave him
I
hanging,
mean,
Branch,
Trademark that.
and then like the
I should.
hangman is like the hangman
Yeah,
image on your back. That'd be tough.
yeah, yeah. It's I fuck with the Falcons. They only had like 5, 6 picks, and they used them wisely. They got Perkins from LSU, the linebacker. So from a historically great defense from the franchise perspective. Didn't know what that Gotham City villain is gonna do and what his legal situation looks like. So
He's
Perkins
playing.
being a
You know he's playing.
I'm the one who told y'all that.
I know. That's so we know what he about to do. He gonna go out there and cause havoc, man.
But you also got to think about injuries because they did have some injuries last year too. So at least you have somebody ready to plug and play. Somebody who even though from LSU, he immediately was like, "Well, I guess I'm not a Saints fan no more." So you
Mm,
need that. You need
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Real and one last aside, and I'll keep it moving. There is only one rivalry in the NFC South, and it is Falcons Saints. I don't understand why Panthers fans keep talking to me like I care about the Panthers. I
Mm,
don't. I don't care about Bucks fans talking about some. I saw somebody tweet like, "Oh, I'm new as a Bucks fan. Like, who should I hate more, the Falcons or the Saints?" You should hate the Panthers because the Falcons and
yeah.
the Saints don't really give a fuck about y'all.
Right.
We care about each other. It's fuck the Saints all day, and they're like fuck the Falcons all day, and that's what's beautiful. It's like that's what a rivalry is supposed to be, bro. I don't
Mutual
give a
hate.
damn about the Panthers. Yeah, I don't give a damn about the Panthers. I don't give a damn about the Bucks. Y'all win, y'all win. If y'all don't, okay, whatever. But I swear to God, we can win 2 games, and they better be both against the Saints, and that's a
That's
good
a lot of
season for
hate.
me.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I've heard that before with a lot of Atlanta fans, which is a good thing. But it's kind of funny because the Saints won the Super Bowl and the Falcons choked. Moving along,
Damn.
everybody, everybody, everybody was up in roar about the 13th pick, as we know, which was Ty Simpson to the Rams, right? So before I get you guys' reaction, I want to play a video because what I believe is happening is what we call a cleanup on aisle 6. I think that, me personally, I think this is a GM pick. But let me play this for y'all.
Hey, Ty.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's Les Snead, Los Angeles Rams.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. We're sitting here at the 13th pick, so we're going to draft you with that pick. So I'm going to pass you to your new head coach, Sean McVay.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Pat, what's up, Coach?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Well, congratulations, man. Excited to get to work with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, buddy.
Let's go make history, Coach.
Yeah. No, and hey, enjoy this night, man. You earned it. Have fun. Tell your family we're excited to meet him, and can't wait to get going with you, buddy.
Yes, sir, Coach. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Hey, dog. If my coach ever said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
no.
go enjoy your night," after I said, "Let's make history," that is not my coach. How you gentlemen feel about the recent uproar of Ty Simpson being drafted 13th pick and how the media has been covering it? Go ahead.
So that was the pick that the Falcons gave to the Rams just to do some shit the Falcons would have done. Secondly, for those who don't understand basic language, if yeah and no are consecutive together, the second one is the real answer.
Yes, sir.
So if you like, hey, you about to hop on the game? No, yeah, give me a few minutes. Yeah, I'm about to hop on.
Right.
You about to, hey, you trying to come out and get some drinks? Yeah, no, let me see what my schedule looks like.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going. Just go ahead. You see what I'm saying? So if yeah and no are together consecutively, the second one is the real answer, bro. The first one was just a Freudian slip to get the ball rolling, basically. Ty Simpson is over there crying like Jonathan Majors, talking to Megan Good, talking about some through the fire, and Sean McVay is over there like, oh yeah, he grabbed the phone like when you got your siblings or whatever. Hey, such and such want to talk to you. All right, hold on. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much what just happened there. That's all we saw. So sucks for Ty Simpson, but hey, go make history.
Do you agree with the pick, D? You think they should have took him at 13?
Hell no. Hell no.
You was riding for him though. You said he put up good tape.
No, yeah, he has some good tape for the games that he played in. He didn't have enough of it. I mean, I think he's going to a good team to build them, but for him to turn around and say, "Oh, let's make history, coach," bro, you about to be on the bench. Like, there ain't no way you starting for the next 2 years. You ain't making no history. So, like, for me, this, I don't know, man. This shit didn't make any sense why they picked him. Like, I didn't see him going to the Rams. To be honest, I didn't see him getting out the first round unless he went to the Steelers, the Jets, or the Cardinals. Those are the only teams. The Rams taking him, I mean, you could see Sean McVay was pissed off. I mean, saying, yeah, can't wait to meet you, man. Yeah, this dude talking about let's make history. He was like, yeah. Like, you could see the look on his face was like, yeah, man, I'm going to be going. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Matthew Stafford, you see him. The most action this dude about to get is preseason, because Matt Stafford probably not playing. Outside of that, garbage time. You're talking about like they could be up like 50-9. I still don't think you're gonna start this dude because he wanted Stetson Bennett from Georgia,
right?
Rather than having this dude that he never wanted. I mean, Ty Simpson only played for 1 year.
Yeah.
He couldn't beat out Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
I mean, we see what Jalen Milroe is doing right now. So
a whole lot of nothing. So my thing is this, right? So I agree with y'all. I didn't think he should have been picked at all, and that was based off of watching that Georgia game. I think they played them in the CFP, or first round, or I don't know what game it was, but they played Georgia, and he looked
SEC championship.
It was an SEC championship. He looked very standard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing that was jumping off the tape when I was watching him. And it for me personally, takes 1 or 2 games for me to see if someone's like a baller. Like, and I don't think he has it. First of all, you say he's gonna sit 2 years. He might even sit 3, depending on how long Matt Stafford could prolong his career. That's one. So by the time they get to his opportunity, he's gonna be in a contract negotiation year, like Jordan Love was. And that means they would either have to get rid of Matt Stafford or they would have to keep Ty Simpson. And if Matt Stafford's like, yo, I could play for 4 more years like Tom Brady, they would have to trade essentially Ty Simpson, because he's not getting drafted 13th to become a backup for his whole career. That's not why you get drafted. You got to at least get a shot. So I didn't really understand why they picked him. And then go ahead, because I'm gonna make my next point. Go ahead, D.
Well, my whole thing is, didn't they draft Stetson Bennett, like, was that the second round last year?
That was 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
So they just gave up on this dude because I thought he was actually pretty good. Like I don't like Georgia, but I thought he was pretty good. I'm not trying to take no shots. I actually like Alabama. So the fact that it kept being Alabama, Georgia was pissing me off. I don't like Kirby Smart. I said what I said. Not Georgia the state though. Let's get this.
Damn, this nigga about to be a...
Yeah,
I'm clipping it.
Let's clear this up.
This nigga said, I don't like Georgia.
But honestly though, like they just kind of gave up on this kid when I feel like Stetson has more tape, more capabilities of winning than what this dude has. I mean, I feel like the Rams bailed out the Jets, the Steelers, and the Cardinals from having to do something that they know they were going to have to do, and it was going to have to come early. But I mean, here we are. I mean, that was a waste of a pick to me.
That was yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but that was stupid. But also,
and you got agent Devontae Adams, all those wide receivers that was sitting there.
Yeah, that's
bad. Go ahead.
No, you're right. That's kind of my point. Is like they picked him up when they had a clear need. So that actually goes into my next clip, which I have for you guys, which is Sean McVay and them saying like he was. So the media is doing this thing right now where they're trying to spin it and say that Sean McVay he was very excited about the pick. They were lockstep. They had secret meetings. They're saying all this stuff like, and he just had to play his role. He kept it quiet. But to me, it's like, it's kind of like what the president does, right? Like you could tell me one thing, bro, but your actions show a different story. So this is right after he got drafted. This image right here. Let me play it for you.
Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson. What was it about this pick? Yeah, I did.
Nigga, he's tight. I know when somebody looks upset. He's tight, bro. And they're on, you know, 4 letters and all these places, and these reporters are now saying that they were lockstep. I just don't really believe it. I think that they wasted a pick at 13. And mark this down. The reason why they're not going to win a Super Bowl is going to be based off of whatever the need was in this pick that they could have had, which was they could have had safeties, they could have had receivers, they could have had some type of depth. They need defensive tackles, they need defensive ends, even though they have them. They need linebackers, but they didn't want to fulfill that. So, you know, I didn't really understand it, and again, I'm trying to find this other clip. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Ty Simpson, he was, bro, I don't get it. Why would you waste a quarterback on a 13th pick? That makes no sense.
He's Anthony Richardson. Flat out. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
But at least Anthony Richardson,
because he was
no,
mobile.
But at least Anthony Richardson has the opportunity to play. Like you gotta think about it. Like, so think about Jordan Love, because they're trying to say this is like how Aaron Rodgers was with Jordan Love. But here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers was pushed out. They are not going to push out Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is not causing rifts with that organization. It's so bad that they try to report that they reported that his wife had to reach out to Ty Simpson, but he never spoke to Matt Stafford. So that tells me right there that there's a clear divide. And 2, why is my wife reaching out to niggas unsolicited? We have to have a conversation when we get home.
To be fair, it wouldn't be the first time that Matt Stafford's now wife reached out to a backup quarterback of his.
Jesus.
Oh, what you talking about? Expand on that.
Back when he was in Georgia, before she got with Stafford, allegedly, she was talking to the backup quarterback.
Thank you, Trey. I was gonna say drop it. These is gonna be called the Dame bombs.
Yeah. Dame drops. We'll call this episode Dame Drops. That nigga's dropping nuggets all over the place. Nah, I did know
Be careful. You don't want to name it that because
I know, right?
Yeah.
You get sued and shit. Yeah, no, Yeah, I don't know. It was just real obscure of a pick. I didn't really understand it. So, last part of this segment is I want you guys to pick who you guys have as your offensive rookie of the years and defensive rookie of the years. We're gonna make predictions. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper, and then we'll see who's right at the end of the year. So, give me 1 second to get this piece of paper.
You could pull back up the draft board.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Give me right here. So, according to Bavoda, left side, offensive rookie of the years, they have Jeremiah Love, Mendoza, Tate, Tyson, Lemon, Price, Concepcion, etc. So who do we have as an offensive rookie of the year?
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love. D, who you
I
got?
just don't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. I'm just looking at it. I don't see anybody else in the positions that they're in to make enough of an impact. I mean, for Dana Mendoza, he's going to hell because he's with the Raiders. It's just a shit show of an organization. The Titans, trash. Objectively, they're just trash. So they're gonna have to depend on Cam Ward a lot again, and that line sucks. They're not gonna. He's not even gonna have enough time to get Carnell to take the ball anyway. Yeah, just the Browns are, So I just don't see it happening. Go ahead.
Okay, I think it's gonna be one of the Browns receiver, either Concepcion or Boston, because they're gonna get so much volume. There's gonna be so much volume there because they already don't have receivers like that, and they're gonna try to really see what Shador can do this year before Arch Manning comes out and all the rest of the. Supposedly, this next draft has way better quarterbacks than what we saw.
Yeah, but that's what they said last year, and they said it the year before. They're lying, bro. They're lying because they were saying that about Drew Aller, what's his name, Garrett Newsenheimer, whatever the fuck his name is,
Garrett
Oppenheimer.
Nussmeier.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. They were saying that about. They were saying that about everybody. I don't believe it. And like honestly, they were saying that about Carson Beck, who was supposed to go to the draft last year, but I
Not
don't.
me.
Nah, me either. He looks like they said he looks like the
The Ice Age character.
yeah, the Ice
Sid
Age
from Ice
character.
Age.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've been look because he was at Georgia. I knew when he went to Miami. I was like, be careful. This is what y'all wanted. He's going to cost you the game when it matters most. And beautiful hate watch. I stayed up till 1 a.m. Eastern time after work just to watch that interception against Indiana. I don't give a fuck about them Indianimals, no fucking Hoosiers. I just care about watching Carson Beck do what he does best. And that was the only turnover all game. How fitting.
You really think that Jeremiah Love's gonna carry that much? You think they're gonna give him the ball that much? One, you're gonna piss off Algier.
He's 50 mil worth. They better force the ball down his throat.
They better.
Yeah.
I just feel like with the Browns, they're gonna have to. You want to see what Shador can do this year. So with them not, who's their number one wide receiver? Because Njoku,
they don't have
is he
one.
not with them?
Apparently, Concepcion now. Apparently,
Njoku didn't sign the contract.
Oh, David Njoku.
No, he's not. He's on a
he's
contract.
not on their team.
He's on a contract this year. Okay. Yeah.
So like for me is all right. If I had to choose one, it's gonna be Denzel Boston because Concepcion is not as fast. He's just like good at route running. Where I think Boston has more of the upside. I actually thought he should have got drafted before Concepcion. But
so just so I'm clear, you said Concepcion is better at route running, the thing that wide receivers are supposed to be good at.
Yeah, but you have one that's more of a Swiss Army knife. If I'm not mistaken, isn't?
No, I think it's Concepcion, Texas A&M, right? That's what you think about?
Yeah,
that's
Concepcion. But he's a bigger receiver, but he's slower.
No, that's Boston. Concepcion's a fast receiver.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I think he is.
No, he's not.
He got the stutter, right?
I'm not sure.
I watched
that. I'm not sure about that, but
my son got the stutter. Yes, that's him.
He's not the fastest. He's not one of the fast. He didn't time out as one of the faster ones. He's kind of like a Keenan Allen. He can get open. Denzel Boston is more like a slot receiver, where that's where you're probably gonna do the most damage when they have what's the running back name from the Browns?
Quinshawn
You know who I'm talking about.
Junkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quinshawn. Yeah, Quinshawn.
So there's gonna be probably a lot of like RPOs that's gonna wind up either going to Boston. That's why I'm saying I think it more likely for it to be him than for it to be Concepcion. Concepcion is nice though. I ain't gonna front. I watched a couple of those games.
I get.
What's his name? He didn't run a 40, so I don't know how fast he is. Denzel Boston didn't run a 40, but Conception's a 4.3.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. I'm
Seriously?
looking it up. He says he's a 4.346. Yeah.
Oh, regardless, why y'all figure that out? I know I was being half of an asshole by making the route running comment, but it also just is the Cleveland Browns, right? And objectively, Shador still needs to make better decisions. He just holds on to the ball for way too long anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't see. So whether you have Concepcion or Boston over there to throw to, if you're holding on the ball for too long, you're not gonna get it to him in the first place. And the Cleveland Browns are just historically ass, bro. They left and came back and were ass again. That's how ass the Cleveland Browns have always been. That's just Cleveland in general. So I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. I'm not upset with the argument that you made. It makes sense. It's just understanding that Shador holds on for the ball for too long. It's kind of hard for me to think that either of those will make enough of an impact to be rookie of the year.
Yeah. You're thinking of
I can see that.
Concepcion because it says here Boston is 6'4". He's
That okay,
known
yeah.
for a
So
larger
Concepcion.
Yeah. And they're comparing Concepcion to Zay Flowers, but he also has a stutter, which I thought was great. I'm not even joking. I thought that was great for them to show on TV. Just some of the athletes that have disabilities, and they talked about how Jeremiah Love thought he had autism as a kid, and he has his own like comic book. So, oh shit, I gotta pull that back up. But never mind. But I'm going with Carnell Tate just because I like the upside of the Titans, and I think that he's going to get a lot of looks. They said he didn't get a lot of experience with being the number one. He's going to be the number one on this team. He's a big dude. He catches the ball. He's pretty quick. So I think he's going to do very well with the Titans. And Cam Ward, if he don't know how to do one thing, he know how to sling that fucking rock. And he throws that. He's gonna force the ball, which he did all last year to Eilmeyer. And last but not least, the defensive player of the year. Keep this one quick, and then we're gonna move along. So I'll kick it off. I have Caleb Downs. You know what I mean? It's self-explanatory.
Bane, unfortunately.
I got Alvaro Reese. Just because of Baltimore, you got the Baltimore basically defense over at on the Giants. It's the same style, and that those defenses were always good in Baltimore.
Yeah, you're right. Arvell Reese is gonna move. They're saying they're gonna move him around too. Like he's gonna play edge, middle linebacker. So, that's gonna be super dope. Good shit, gentlemen. So now we're moving along to the NBA playoffs. All right, so gentlemen, give me your thoughts so far on the first round of the NBA playoffs. Let me list off just what's going on as far as like where the series are at the moment.
Boston lost tonight.
Suns got swept. Lakers are up 3-1. One down 3-1 to the Magics. Tied Cleveland. It's tied up Knicks, Hawks 3-1. Actually, I believe that the Sixers might have put it to 3-2.
They did. It's 3-2.
They did. And the Knicks won today, so it's 3-2.
They're winning. It's about to be.
Yeah, so 3-2 Knicks. We'll just chalk that up. 3-2 Timberwolves over the Nuggets, and the T-Wolves. I mean the Trailblazers and the Spurs look like it's about to be over for the Trailblazers. How do you guys feel about the first round so far?
I got this Laker series. Laker series surprised the shit out of me. I mean, to be honest, I think the Lakers should have swept at this point, just because the last game there was no KD again, and somehow they lose that game, which to me made absolutely no sense unless they're trying to bring it back to LA.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
LeBron was point shaving.
Yeah,
That was
and Kennard was playing like ass.
LeBron was point shaving, bro. I'd never seen LeBron turn the ball over 8-9 times and like just lose the ball. Like he was losing the ball, he was falling. He's point shaving, bro. I can't wait until that civil suit drops. I'm filing, nigga. I can't wait. I'm filing a grievance, nigga. I cannot wait, yo. I'm like praying for the day that they set that shit up because that suit is gonna be like over $1 billion, bro. And I want at least $100. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers. I want at least 100. Dame, how you feel about the first round?
I don't know what the hell the Cavs and Raptors were doing on Sunday. Oh my goodness, bro. To describe it as ass is actually being polite. That was just terrible, bro. This is why nobody watches the fucking Raptors and Cavs because no one gives a fuck. Anywho, the Pistons and Magic.
Mm-hmm.
The Pistons are so ass that Scott Foster himself, the equalizer himself, could not make this an even series. That's how ass the Pistons are. And I get it. I'm being a little bit of a homer here, but I don't understand how the 2015 Atlanta Hawks are the poster children for terrible one seeds when they at least made the first round, the conference finals, and they just ran into the buzzsaw that was LeBron. The Pistons are not making it to the conference finals. They'll be lucky if they make it past this week. You know what I mean? So it's just, and then I was vaguely watching the game last night, and I watched the end of it, and I can't remember who missed those two free throws when it was like it was like 93 to 90 or 86 or something like that. I don't remember. Somebody had missed somebody had missed two free throws for the Pistons, and I was just like, this is what y'all
It was a
get.
sore.
Bro.
I think it was a sore Thompson.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, I just remember seeing the two free throws. I was like, bro, y'all ass. Lakers Rockets. It should be 2-2. It should not be 3-1. It should be 2-2 because we know the game in question, in which we were all like, what the hell? How did y'all blow this game and lose it in overtime? KD or not, it should be tied at 2, but whatever. Here we are. Who else? Trailblazers, get them out of here. Just wrap this shit up, bro. Who else? Who else is playing?
The
Yeah,
Knicks Hawks. You didn't mention that one.
That's
I
an
did.
interesting one.
No, you didn't say
I
nothing
did
about
mention
this.
that. I said the Knicks are winning.
No.
I said we might as
You
well
said
just
they're
chalk it up
winning.
to 3-2.
Got you.
Yeah, they're winning now. We might as well just chalk it up to 3-2.
Got you.
To be fair, I did say from the beginning,
6.
Knicks and 6.
Yeah.
I did say I'm not gonna let my fandom cloud my objectivity. So I did say Knicks and 6, and it's looking like it now. But the fact that they also needed the equalizer to get there, frauds. That's what y'all are, frauds, man. CJ McCollum turned into fucking prime Allen Iverson when he looked at Jalen Brunson over there, bro. Just cooking them boys, bro.
I think
Yeah.
that series is that's probably the best series out of all the games being played. If I'm being honest, like
Somebody
now.
made the point that the West is just lopsided, and the we're like, oh well, people keep saying, oh, the West is better, and the East they're in dogfights. There's a reason they're in dogfights because they're all equally ass, bro. Like
They're
that's why
dog
everybody's in a
shit.
dogfight over. They're dog shit. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So who's the better series for you? You saying the Hawks and the Knicks are, or because to me it's still the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Well, it's not interesting anymore because everybody from Minneapolis is dying. So one by one.
Still up
I
3-2.
I think that
Who's
hurt
up?
shit. I think
I
the
think the
Minnesota's
T-Wolves
up.
are up
Oh yeah,
3-2.
Minnesota is still up 3-2. Yeah.
They just
Nuggets
gotta
just
win
won
one.
last night.
But
Yeah.
the problem with that is this is the the I think Minnesota might be able to get it done, but like if you need Io DeSumo to score 40 points, they're not gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
They're not gonna go far.
Which initially was to my point where I said I think the Nuggets are gonna win in Game 7. I did not think that Anthony Edwards would get hurt. I just thought that the Nuggets were gonna get their get back. Now I think the series is completely over. because I don't see Minnesota winning. Nas Reed got hurt last night. He tweaked his ankle. Dante DiVincenzo tore his Achilles. So it's like that series was entertaining until I seen Anthony Edwards' knee do the whole bending shit. Then I'm like, it's not really competitive. And if the Nuggets win, to me, it's gonna be an asterisk because whatever they do in the next round, I think they will be playing the Spurs. They're gonna get dog walked. So I don't know. This first round was good until probably like everybody got to like game 3 and 4, and then there started to be blowouts. The Celtics and Sixers game was good, but then Joel Embiid came back, fucked the whole chemistry up. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the Celtics losing to them
at all. It was
yeah. Go ahead.
You know, I saw this clip. Jason Tatum, they were beating the Sixers so bad. Jason Tatum was just shaking his head on the way back because he shot a 3 in somebody's face. It's like it's not even fun beating y'all ass.
No, it's not. Did y'all see that? Did y'all get to see that dunk? Y'all get to see that dunk on. First of all, I didn't even get to mention. Like my gripe should have been the Pistons. Oh, this might be the worst number 1 seed we've seen ever in the history of the NBA. They're terrible. Like they can't score without Cade Cunningham.
Excuse me. Who chose the Pistons though? Was that y'all two?
To do what?
To win this series?
I chose them.
Probably did, but I don't. I mean, we can go back and look at the footage. I'm not gonna dispute against it. I probably did.
No, I did because the Magic were playing terrible, but I didn't think that they would be this bad. I didn't think Jalen Durham would be this bad. He's terrible. He can't rebound. He can't play pick and roll. He can't do shit. Like this happened to him. Yo, I seen this clip last night while it happened, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because for the people that aren't like well enthused on who Jalen Durham is, he's a jumper, bro. He could jump. He could play. He could really bounce with the best of them. He's a shot blocker. He's an enforcer as far as like he's not a back to the basket player, but he's a pick and roll dude. He can make a couple spins. So it's like when you see this shit happen and you're like, yo, this game is over. And I think like the whole Angel Reese, his Angel Reese's new man fucking him up. It's just a montage of just clips. Look at this shit. Did you see this shit, D?
Nah.
Oh yeah, you gotta see this. This is different.
Anything positive about it? They're not 3 stripes.
You're gonna hate on the Jays. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Kane turns the corner.
Game time. Wait. These games have been so low scoring because these niggas cannot shoot. No one is making shots. Everyone during the regular season was living on threes. They can't shoot. I want to see if they find the other. Here it is right here. Look at this shit. They took his soul, bro. This series took his soul, and I think this was a max year for him. Like he was gonna ask for a contract negotiation. If I'm the Pistons, I would trade him. I would probably try to package him to Houston, which gives me my next point.
That's that baptism.
Do you guys believe that? They said Jaden Ivey was right though.
Yeah, the Pistons are not going to matter on Judgment Day.
And it's very clear what the fuck is going on. Do you guys agree with the accusations that Kevin Durant quit on his team? So here, let me just read this for you to give you a little preference. It's going on online that Kevin Durant, when he initially got hurt, I think it was game 2 or 3. He wasn't in contact with the team. He didn't sit on the bench game 4 or game 3. I think it was game 4 when they were in Houston. He didn't sit on the bench. So he's been real distant, and they said he's been rehabbing around the clock. 2 questions. Do you guys think Kevin Durant is quitting on his team? That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, do you think he's going to play another game as a Rocket after this year?
I don't think he quit on his team. I think his body just notoriously fails him, and we keep watching it every year. His body fails him. Now, with the burner situation, it doesn't look good. So, of course, optics makes it seem like, well, he quit on his team. I don't know. I think if you watch the Starting 5 documentary when he was in it this past season, they had asked him about what happened in Brooklyn, and he was like, nah. That's James what happened. That's James Harden what happened in Brooklyn. Like, and then they panned to James Harden. He looking like y'all looking right now. Like, fuck, I don't know, right?
Mm.
So I think burner situation aside, when they ask KD questions, he at least keeps it a buck, right? They asked him about the OKC thing when he was in OKC, like what happened when they lost to the Heat in the finals,
Hmm.
and James Harden gets traded, and KD is like, "Oh well, nah, Wade and Brian knew it was on their ass." Like that's a direct quote. Like we was on their ass, they knew it. Talking about some, oh well, congrats to James Harden getting traded. No, he knew that we was on
Right.
their ass. That was
Right.
KD talking, right? And then they asked him about going on Twitter. He's like, "No, it's like my morning coffee, bro. Like as soon as I get to the locker room, bro, like." I'm hurt. I ain't got shit else to do. I need that shit like my coffee. I'm trolling everybody. It does not matter, bro. I'm trolling everybody.
That's
So
crazy.
I think whenever people are asking KD questions, he does keep it a buck because we don't get this level of transparency. I won't say vulnerability, but we don't get this level of transparency and honesty
Right.
from high caliber players like this. Now, I can understand because of the burner situation if he kept his distance because it's like, well, y'all don't want to talk to me no way,
Right.
but I also didn't lie. So somebody has to be a villain, and it sucks that it came out in terms of the burner situation. But did I lie? No,
No.
I did not lie. Y'all are ass. Sorry, and y'all are just showing me that I was right all along. It's just I have to be the villain because of how it all came to be.
I think it's interesting because KD is one of those players where like he's gonna go down as one of the greatest players ever, but everyone's gonna have asterisks by his name just by the choices that he made. Um, and if you ask me, okay, he went to the Warriors, he got his rings, but I think he should have stayed in Phoenix. I think they should have figured out how to make it work with him and Devin Booker because that was outside of him playing at Golden State, that was the best superstar he was going to get. That was mild mannered, that didn't really care about demanding the ball, didn't really have an ego. You didn't really hear much about him. And as soon as they did that whole trade and broke that team up because they went to the finals, they lost. Or was the Western Conference? I forgot what year it was. They went to the Western Conference Finals and they lost in the Western Conference Finals, and then they broke the team up and sent Chris Paul and like KD this will be the last games he plays with the Houston Rockets. I think he's going to get traded or he's going to ask for a trade, and it will be best to do it now while he has value versus him staying on the Rockets. And the Rockets have to figure it out, yo. I don't think Ime Nudoku.
Udoka.
I don't think I don't think Ime Udoka is able to manage KD. And I think that team that they have set up there, they don't have they're like they would be comparable to the Celtics in a manner of like you have two stars, right? You got Amen Thompson who can't shoot, but he really facilitates the game, and you have Alfred Sengun. You would have to build the franchise on those two people, and then you have Jabari Smith Jr. You'd have to build the legacy on those two, because bringing KD in, he demands too much, and because of that, during the season, the players aren't getting certain type of development that they need to become who they are. I would trade him. I'll trade him to Detroit. I'll trade him to
I don't
Detroit.
think so. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna quit on this. Well, do I think he quit on the team?
I think he quit. By the way, I think he quit on his team.
I'm not sure because you see this a lot with these superstars, where it's like they know they might get bounced out first round because they don't have enough, and then all of a sudden they hurt and they're not playing. I mean, it's kind of weird that he come back from one game and then all of a sudden he out again, and then again, and then again. Like that's a little sketchy, especially with his legacy that he has right now. Meaning he can't get through without having basically Golden State, or the times that he's gotten through, he had all these like superstars. But for you to say that he's gonna quit on the team because they need more, that's to me that's not true. You look at OKC. Who's OKC's main player? SGA. Outside of that, there's a bunch of role players on the team. Now you bring back Fred VanVleet to the Rockets. Now you have a true point who can also shoot, who's also been to the championship, and you do have a bunch of role players around. I think KD is trying to prove something, meaning like he can win it on his own. Like take like LeBron, right? LeBron had all these big teams basically, and he was taking them to the finals in the beginning when he was on Cleveland. Couldn't do it there. Wind up teaming up with Bosh and Wade. Wind up winning those championships. Still didn't feel like that was enough, so went back home to Cleveland, where Kyrie was nice, but he wasn't Kyrie yet. You know what I mean? So at
Yeah,
that
he
point,
was.
no. He wasn't like the Kyrie that we've seen throughout the years. That was like year two of him or three.
I think it was year 3.
But
Two.
you knew
You might
LeBron
be
was the main. You knew LeBron was the main guy, and you had one guy that was just kind of starting out, kind of like what you have with the Rockets right now. And he went back and won another one. Then he goes to the Lakers, and it's basically kind of almost the same thing outside of the Anthony Davis deal, where they're starting all over again, and he's trying to prove that he can kind of lead a team to success. I think that's what Kevin Durant's trying to do. I don't think he's going to quit on the Rockets. I think that's where he wants to be. Plus, isn't he from Texas?
No, he's from DC.
DC.
He's from DC, but he's never.
He went to Texas.
That's
Yeah.
what it. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, but LeBron has never played on a team outside of his early years with Cleveland where he didn't win a championship. He never after that he played on a team with all superstars. He pulled them from everywhere. When they went back to Cleveland, Kevin Love was him. Like Kevin Love was not a role player in Minnesota. He was a fucking he was Joker before Joker. Like that's who he was. Just he was a little bit more mobile, and then he went to LA, and they got Anthony Davis, who was still somewhat in his prime, and now he has Luka. So LeBron has never been without KD. This Houston team has absolutely scraps.
No, I mean, but that's not 100% true, because you look at the AD trade. AD was always hurt. It's still, whose team was it?
It was LeBron's.
It's LeBron's led team. You know what I mean? Where
but it was LeBron's. It was LeBron's team, but the asterisk is Anthony Davis was the driving force to that defense. So even if he wasn't scoring all the points, he still was a superstar. Like, and granted, every team built their model after what they did in Miami. So everywhere LeBron went, he built a mini big three wherever he went. It was him, Anthony Davis, and there was somebody else that was
there was
like
Dwight Howard at one point. But
yeah, he brought all his niggas to the team. That was crazy.
But I still think to a certain point that that's not a fair comparison. I mean, at the end of the day, you have LeBron who kind of built it, and I'm not trying to turn this into a LeBron versus KD thing because they're both good players. But you had LeBron that won. He was winning on the East, or he won his titles on the East, and they said, "Oh, the East is too easy," like what we were just talking about. Then he goes and does it for the West, and it's still not good enough. Now you have KD that can't do it on the East. Like, he didn't do it on the East, and he built his own super teams, and the shit didn't work. And then the only time he did it was on the West. So he's trying to prove something, I feel like, which is why he wound up leaving Phoenix and going to Houston. Because at the end of the day, he has, like, this whole deal around him of, oh, you only got your championships because you went to Golden State. You didn't. That was Steph's team, not yours.
And that is a fact, and that is still proven to this day, because what I try to explain to my boy is that Kevin Durant has not won after Steph Curry. Steph Curry has won a championship without KD, with KD, and without him post. And that was probably the last championship they got is when they beat the Celtics. But he's done it without Kevin Durant. So to say that, Golden State won all those championships because of KD was an additive. But as soon as he left, they still figured out a way to win. Now they're ass. Now it's like whatever. But they're at the end of their legacy. So KD is trying to do it. I agree with you. I just don't think he should have left. I think he should have stayed in Phoenix. I think he should have stayed in Phoenix.
So you think he's out? Y'all both think he's out after this year, or y'all think he's staying?
I think he's gone.
He starts the season with Houston next year, but he doesn't finish it with them.
Drop the bomb.
All right, so we're gonna wrap. We're gonna go through our last show and briefly touch on the NIL and the transfer portal. Dame brought this up, but I thought this was a great example coming off the draft and coming off the WNBA draft, which I don't have a statistic for. But The bigger issue, what I've been finding out while I'm looking at my graphic here, I'm gonna pull up in a hot second. So for the NFL draft, power four schools. You had 87 SEC players, 68 Big Ten players, 38 ACC players, and 38 Big 12 players, which makes 230 total. And then for the G5s, which I did not know, the group of five, you had American Conference. You had 4 out of the American Conference. You had 4 out of the MAC, 3 out of Mountain West, 2 out of Sun Belt, 1 out of Conference USA, FCS 4, and Independent 7, which I'm assuming is all Notre Dame, and I think a UConn is in there somewhere. My question to you, gentlemen, is: we know we have a problem with NIL and the transfer portal, but has it officially reached a point where it's going to change the way we view these sports? And I say that to drive this point home even further before one of you guys answer. The NBA draft has its lowest entry of draft, attendees since 2003, and that's 71. And I believe 2003 was when they could just go straight to the league, or they went to where college was like still a thing. Like people wanted to go to college to play ball. So they're attributing this to the fact that people are staying in school because they know they can make more money versus going to the NBA and they'll be able to play. How do you guys feel about just this in general?
So for the NBA, it's 71 who have declared.
Yes.
Yes, people who declared.
But they said last year it was like 356, or like it was like in the 300s last year of players
Within the past few years. Yeah. So a huge decline, regardless. As for the NFL, we're talking about how not a lot of draftees came from group of 5 schools. Yeah. And somebody brought up the point, well, that's because they got drafted by the Power 4 schools before they got drafted to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we talked about it briefly with the Final Four. I mean, I had mentioned something with Michigan, the men's team. One of their starters started out at UAB. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's just little stuff like that. Indiana, I mean, they all came from James Madison University. So
which is crazy. That's crazy.
yeah. So and for James Madison to also be in the college football playoff anyway.
Right.
You know, it's a conversation that won't be finished tonight, but it is something that needs to be said. Now, just so we're clear, I'm in the camp of let these kids get their money because the coaches get to do whatever they want. The kids should be able to do what they want. But when we first had this conversation, one thing I thought about after the fact is we don't think about the other side of the fence. Just because you entered the transfer portal does not mean you're getting picked up.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? So a lot of these kids are getting not good advice. They're just like, or they're just like, I just want to play, or I just want to go somewhere else. So I'm gonna enter the transfer portal. Okay, cool. You leave your job tomorrow. Doesn't necessarily mean but you have another job lined up.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what's happening with the transfer portal. It's like, oh, I'm gonna just leave Georgia and the transfer portal. So I want to go play for LSU. Whatever, right? LSU might not want you though.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And I think, and I don't know without looking this up right now, but I don't know if you can always come back
I
once
don't
you
think you
enter the
can.
transfer portal.
I think they have the choice to accept you. Like it's like because it's like you're leaving a school. So I heard that somewhere though, where like once you go in the transfer portal, it's not guaranteed that you could be like, all right, well, it didn't work out. I'm coming back to my old position. And they 9 times out of 10, if you say you're declaring for the transfer portal, the team is looking in the transfer portal to replace you. You know, unless they don't find it. But there hasn't been many stories. I'll look it up while you finish.
So I understand the desire to want to fight for yourself, your name, your image, your likeness, your brand, all of these things. And I get it. Like the NCAA commercials say, every time you watch the March Madness or whatever, 2% of people go professional in their sport. I mean, go only 2% of college athletes go pro in the sport that they played, right? So you have all of these people that play college sports. I mean, hell, they be at corporate all the time. Like, oh, I was a D1 track runner or
Mm-hmm.
swimmer or gymnast or whatever, and it's like, damn, that's crazy. There's a lot of college athletes out there, but not everybody is built to go pro. So I might as well just milk the cow while I'm here, get my degree, get my NIL money, and go forth with it. Now I get it, basketball, football, baseball too as well. But like basketball, football are the most major American sports
Mm-hmm.
that we're really dealing with here with this cash cow. So they get magnified in that regard. But sometimes you just gotta understand, y'all not going pro. And as guys, we know, or
Yeah.
if we've ever played sports growing up, you knew early in life when you were not going to make it,
Yeah.
and you got to shift and pivot.
You
But the
just had
thing
to
about
run into
college,
one nigga that hit you too hard, and then that was
oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want
oh
to do this no
yeah,
more.
I ran track. I knew I wasn't going nowhere. I was like, absolutely not. I did my event. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm
Yeah.
cool. But you just know innately that you're not gonna make it. Us regular average Joes. But when you get to college, everybody's the man or woman. But everybody's the man. So you all have this delusion about yourself that we're all gonna make it. But everybody was the man in high school, and
Right.
everybody the man in college.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you just assume you're also gonna be the man when you go to the league, and that's not always the case. So when it comes to NIL, and I'll finish on this note, but NIL and transfer portal, understanding that like you said earlier, D, the grass ain't always greener, and sometimes people just have to be patient and ride the ship. And I know we talked about Ty Sampson and ragging on him for the Rams taking that pick, but he did wait behind what's his face, Jalen Milrow, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of instances where second stringers are getting first round picks. Hell, fucking, it just happened with Notre Dame. Two running
Yep.
backs from Notre Dame. I didn't even
Yep.
know the second string running back from Notre Dame was a first round pick.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So
Yep.
there are a lot of instances where people have waited behind someone else. Look at all those Ohio State wide receivers that were in the same locker room. All these
Yep.
Alabama quarterbacks that were in the same
Mm-hmm.
locker room. They still end up getting drafted. So if you have people in your camp telling you to just wait it out, okay, do that. And I get it. You're impatient sometimes. And you're like, nah, I'm not getting the time that I want. I gotta go somewhere else. Sometimes I get it. But for the most part, you're not him or her. And that's okay sometimes. So take the money while you can, still in college.
I think that's why they
Yeah.
have to set rules and parameters. But to answer your question before you go, D, you can return to your team, but they can choose to not accept you. So it's not like guaranteed. So if you're like, man, fuck this, I'm out, and then you realize ain't shit for you in the transfer portal, you're probably not gonna have a job.
Rightfully so, though. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, the transfer portal has always existed, though. I mean, let's not act like that part is new. So you can always transfer out. The new problem is just who's offering you what. I mean, I don't blame these kids. I mean, to a lot of Dame's points, I don't blame them for wanting to go get money at, let's say, Mizzou, because they're offering them an arm and a leg just because they want a star player on their team. And they were playing for Miami as like a third string or something like that. And they're promising you playtime. And you know you're not going to make it. But how I was raised is iron sharpens iron. So you want to be on the best team because then you know you're the best. So, like, take like I mean, I hate to do it to him because I actually really like to do it. Jalen Hurts with
Mm-hmm.
Tua. He left because he felt like he wasn't good enough to compete for that job. In my opinion, I mean that's the only reason why you really leave. You didn't want to fight for that quarterback position. Carson Beck, same type of deal. I mean, iron sharpens iron. If you're not good enough to make it there, what makes you think you're gonna make it anywhere else? Which is why I think they're chasing the NIL money, because at the end of the day, they're not dedicated to their craft. I mean, somebody that's dedicated to their craft and is really willing to put in the work, and you have the skill to you have to have the skill set too, because I mean, just putting in the work doesn't always make it. But I think a lot of those kids are kind of realizing, hey, we're not going to make it this far. Let's get the money while we can and hurry up and get out. And then you just got the ones that just they don't like competition. You know, they've been the best in midget football. They've been the best in, or pee wee football, as some people call it. We down here we call it midget football. Um, so you've been the best in midget football. Then you get to step up, and some of those kids that were the best in the Pee Wee football league, if you want to say that, are now not as good in high school. Then you transfer over into college, and you're not as good as what you were in high school compared to the game speed moves. So if you have those kids that used to be something and now they're like kind of falling off and they know they're not gonna make it, go get your bag. I mean, it is what it is. It's a business, to be honest. I mean, the schools are using you for business. So I mean, I don't really have a problem with it, because, like I said, the transfer portal has always been a thing. It's just more scaled now because there's money involved that you're seeing. But coaches and everybody else got to do that. If I wanted to transfer out of fucking University of Hartford when I was going there and go to UConn, I can do it with no problem. The only problem is because you're an athlete, you can't do it. I mean, what type of shit is that?
Right. I get it. I get it. I think the issue is like the when when the transfer portal opens is in college football is while the college football playoffs are happening. So it's like you have to make a decision, which is not really fair. So I think they should figure that out, because that makes no sense. If you're gonna have a transfer portal and a kid wants to transfer, so he can't play in the game. I mean, he shouldn't be able to, but you shouldn't be able to request it while the season is still going. It should be at the end of the season. But the problem is they started with the actual academic calendar, which is why they should just make it its own separate entity. And if you're an NIL student or a college athlete, you could join schools however the fuck you want. Like, especially if you're a star. But kind of reminds me of Dylan. What's his name? Dylan Raiola. He recently went to Oregon. Doesn't really make sense to me. I'm trying to figure that one out. He was a starter, now he's a backup. I think he's gonna redshirt or some shit so he can have more years. Whatever the fucking fuckery they got going on. But also reminds me of Diego Pavia. So the story of him going undrafted, he's the first Heisman finalist to go undrafted. And or maybe since a
in like 15 years or something.
yeah,
like
so
that.
it hasn't happened often, which goes to tell me, because before he was on Vanderbilt, he played for
I want to say New Mexico State.
He played for New Mexico State. He went there. So the thing with NIL, excuse me, and just how it's done. I think last time I touched on, like, maybe we should have it like you can only transfer twice or three times, because you're misleading these kids, right? This kid thought, I don't know how he thought. He's so delusional. It's ridiculous. He thought he was gonna win the Heisman. Like, so to the point where he felt so entitled to write a message about like fuck the Heisman. Essentially, that spiked his draft stock already. They already saw how immature he was. After that, he goes undrafted, and it was a fake post, but it was just like it's like a false sense of arrogance. Like, this dude is 5'9", 5'10", if that. He's not Kyler Murray. He's not the same athlete. So it's like he expected to be drafted and to change a franchise's life. I don't understand that. Just it doesn't apply stability for some of these kids. Like, it's good to get the money, but it's unrealistic to think that the kid that had to transfer 3-4 times is going to be, top 10, top 15, top 20 players, and top 50 of their class. So, I mean, I think we got to do something at this point. It's getting out of hand. But the question I had, and what I kind of would propose, is for teams like James Madison that lost all their players, then they went to Indiana and won. And for other teams, other kids that start off low recruits, They go to these group of 5 schools, then they play, then they get recruited to the Power 4 schools, and they become these stars, like Mendoza and whoever else got drafted from Indiana. Do you guys think that there should be some type of severance package being paid to the group of 5? Because I think so. I think like if I'm a player, right, and I go to James Madison, turn up over there enough to the point where I can transfer to Alabama. I think if Alabama takes me from James Madison, they should have to pay some type of grievance package, some type of something that would compensate me for losing that pick. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I agree with that. I mean, I think that's fair. They're essentially using the G5 schools as a farmers market. It's the same thing as like a G League, but
Right.
it's instead of it's I don't even know how you would call it, like amateur.
It's a farm system. It's a farm
Yeah, it's
system.
an amateur farming system. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, that'll kind of slow it down a little bit, maybe, but I wouldn't see anything wrong with those schools kind of gaining something off of it. Because I just watched some documentary on, um, I don't know what sports station I was on, but it was something about like hockey players, and there's some school out in Vermont, I believe it's either Vermont or New Hampshire, where they can't compete with the Yukons, and even though it's just like Yukon, Syracuse, like all these teams that got like really good hockey teams and stuff. So they're saying basically because they can't compete with it, they wind up having players that are they find players that are really good, and then UConn winds up coming in and like snatching them away because they can offer them NIL money, where this school can't really do that. So I mean, uh, I would say that was fair because it's an unfair advantage right now. I mean, you always gonna wind up with the same schools making the playoffs because at the end of the day, coaching can only matter to a certain point if you don't got the talent there. So you'll never see any other teams kind of rise to the top.
I think there just has to be some type of parameters that are set in place for the players and the coaches. Close us out, Dame.
I think it's the Wild West, and I said it the first time. Yes, the players should be able to do whatever they'd like because I understand the coaches get to do whatever they like. But to your points, it is a farm system because let's say John Summerall, Tulane coach. Well, Tulane did such a hell of a job that Florida decided we should recruit him. And it's the same both ways. Like, oh, these players from these smaller schools. Okay, well, fuck it. You got a good highlight tape. Let's send you to USC, Alabama, Ohio State, wherever, right? And that's a tale as old as time. So I agree in the sense that if you thought my players from this small school was good enough,
Right.
then and you want to recruit them, then yes, I should get a severance package or something of the sort. Um, uh, I don't know, an exit fee, whatever you want to call it, is what it is. But to have this narrative that people want to keep saying that Group of Five mid-major school, like that's what March Madness was built upon. Mid-majors beating the bigger schools.
Right.
You know, we have these smaller schools are able to beat the bigger schools.
Yeah.
Just for anyone keeping track, we can't move the goalposts about which big schools, which Power Four schools are being beat because Tulane did beat the most recent SEC or ACC champion this year, Duke.
Yeah, they
So,
did. Yeah, they did.
so we can't keep moving the goalposts. And a few years ago in the Cotton Bowl, Tulane beat USC. Right?
Tulane's been right. They've been pretty good the last few years though. Nah,
But
What
but
do you mean,
USC.
nigga? It's the Cotton Bowl.
No. But there's some that's not all the way true because a lot of those kids that when you're talking about the like postseason games, you have those kids that are in the transfer portal that are told by their other schools that they are not allowed to play, or you got kids entering the draft that don't want to play because it's the Cotton Bowl. There, there's it's different standards.
But you can't move the goalposts because
You can't have it both ways.
No. I'm not saying. So I'm not saying have it both ways. Like, go ahead.
I'm saying that Tulane beat USC is the headline. It don't matter who was playing because even because I know what you're saying because the people that are potentially transferring to going to better schools, but they beat them. and they have players that were recruited to go to USC that are losing to kids that were not recruited to go to this Power 4 or Power 4 school. So I know what you're saying as far as like, most times I think that happened to. There was a team that sat all their players last year. It was Miami. The year that
it was Miami.
The year that Cam Ward went number 1, Miami just sat all their players and they ended up losing or some shit like that. I don't know who the team was, but needless to say, if it was a Power 4 school that lost to a Group of 5, then you would have to say that they lost regardless of the circumstances, and vice versa.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what you guys are saying. I'm just pointing out the fact that sometimes there's extenuating circumstances that prevents you from that.
Nope.
Extenuous.
I won't allow it. I won't allow it.
Yeah.
It's extenuating, but I'm not gonna allow it.
Damn, we was both wrong. God damn.
Yeah.
Wrong as fuck. But I'm
What
not
did I
gonna
say?
allow
Extenuating?
extenuous.
Yeah, you said extenuous.
Yeah.
Extenuous.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna allow it because we can't keep moving the goalpost to fit our narrative. Like Trey said, did Tulane beat USC in the Cotton Bowl? Yes or no? Don't give a damn who told who to sit down.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So you're holding the Power 4 schools to a higher standard because that's what they require, because they draft these or they recruit these like high edge players.
Yes,
but what
because
I'm saying,
you keep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because the narrative is, and when the CFP came to be with the 12 teams, right? People were saying, "Oh, these Group of 5 schools, it's a safety concern. They shouldn't be able to hang with them." But Tulane beat Duke and Northwestern. I'm not saying that Duke and Northwestern are cream of the crop football schools, but you can't sit up here and say, "Oh, Power 4 is greater than Group of 5." Then when Group of 5 beats Power 4, you're like, "Oh, well, that doesn't count." No, yes, it does. James Madison beating up on these people. Hell, they almost gave Oregon a run for their money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the playoff system. I get it. The scoreboard doesn't indicate that, but we can't keep moving the goalposts. Are Group of 5 players good? Yes or no? If they are good, they are good because Power 4 schools keep recruiting from the Group of 5 schools. So you can't say it's a safety concern.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Just don't move the goalposts. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the Power 4 versus the Group of 5 schools is bullshit anyways. Like, complete bullshit, because you had Coastal Carolina that was basically like, weren't they undefeated or something like a couple years ago, and then they get left out? I think that's bullshit. You had an undefeated season. Appalachia State had beat Michigan one year. You have a whole bunch of these instances where it doesn't make sense how they're saying, "Oh, well, this is Group of 5." Like, you take like a UConn or something who has a good season, and then you take this school that has a good season. Like UConn beating Duke. They beat Duke this year, right? That was this year?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And, you got everybody, "Oh, well, they took down Duke," when Duke is not the top of the... They're not the top of the top, to me, of the ACC. Really. I mean, they're a basketball school, not a football school. But, like, I just think it's... I don't know. To me, it's just... It's crazy. It's crazy how you basically treat the Group of 5 school kids as, like, a bust in the draft, basically. Like, they're the shitty of the shit until you actually get to see them play. It's like an undrafted free agent, basically. Like what's happening right now, where all these teams are picking up players that didn't get drafted, and you wind up finding the best of the best throughout day 3 and beyond.
And a lot of that is money purposes. Like, I know specifically Shador was a money purpose. Like, we're not about to pay
100%.
this nigga all this money for him to be as flashy as he is, and he don't need us. So, like, a lot of times, which I don't believe that the Rams did, but I do believe the theory that they have secret meetings. No, I'm saying I believe that they have secret meetings with some of these players and are like, "Yo, listen, if you don't get drafted," because they do workouts with the people they're interested in. They're like, "If you don't get drafted, we'll pick you up, but we're gonna use you might be a late draft. We might not use you as a draft pick, but if we have a need for you, blah 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 blah." Like, I feel like they have these meetings with these players to let them know. Do I believe the Rams did that with Ty Simpson? Absolutely not. These niggas is lying to us and thinking we're gonna just believe that shit. But
yeah,
needless to say, go ahead.
Let me just
last
get
point
this
too.
quick.
Last point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get this hate off real quick, because fuck that Ty Simpson shit, because that's bullshit. That's bullshit what they did to Shador last year, and you have a quarterback that barely played that winds up getting drafted in the first round, and then you do this. You remember I said like 2 episodes ago that they always have some stupid ass story that comes out, and that's what hooks you onto the draft and makes you like wonder shit. So it was Shador last year where they fucking made him fall to the round 5 when he's a good quarterback. In my opinion, he's a good quarterback.
Statistically, he's one of the most accurate. He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks while he was playing.
Now you got Ty Simpson. What's the difference? Both, if I'm not mistaken, are Power 4 schools. So how the fuck did one fall, a starter that started multiple places, go to round 5 when this quarterback that played 12, 13 games, and half of them were shitty towards the end when he played like the actual top tier of the SEC? How the fuck did he go pick number 13? That's the quiet part out loud. That's them trying to silence the black quarterback, like what they always do.
And I'm gonna close with this, but I want you guys to think. Last year, when the draft was getting rolled out, and like they were talking about how this is the next year is gonna be the quarterback draft. Ty Simpson's name was not a part of that mix. It was Arch, it was Drew Aller, it was Garrett Oppenheimer. It was Lenore Sellers. It was the dude from Oregon. It was a bunch of people, but it was not Dylan. It was not Ty Simpson. So just to kind of think about that. But let's close this show out. We're gonna get into the Zen part of the show. It's 30 seconds of love. All right, who would like to go first? Who has some love they would like to spit?
I just pulled something up, but I guess
sir, I don't know if I have nothing to love. Oh, I do have something to love. I actually thought about it during the clip. So let me pull this up. Are you pulling it up? You got someone, Dame?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead. D, you go after Dame, and I'll close up. All right, here we go. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's show some love.
AJ Wilson rocking her red hair for Aces Media Day. She says, this one we kind of went with the Jean Grey type of vibe with X-Men, and my shoes match her steez. I saw the red, and I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Until someone brought up the point. Just so we're clear here, in the comic books, Jean Grey wiped out entire galaxies and dominated the whole universe. So, good luck, everybody. And you can blame Bam Adebayo for this ass whooping that everybody across the W is about to get.
So you're all in now. Before you were not all in on Angel Reese.
I said AJ Wilson.
I'm sorry. My bad. I was thinking about my bad. I was thinking about Angel Reese. AJ Wilson. Okay, yeah, she's legit.
So blame Bam.
She's legit
because she's gonna want the supremacy title in the house. So sorry to the rest of the W.
She's gonna want it, or does she already have it? She has a sneaker deal. She's a better player. I mean,
but you gonna have Bam talking about something. But I scored 83 though, babe. Yeah, she ain't trying to hear that shit.
That shit was false flag, bro. That shit was false flag.
AZ Flood about to get just a triple double put up on her when they play the Aces for no fucking reason.
Yo, speaking of that, I saw Paige Beckers finally talk about the. Thank God someone did. You could tell she's like the.
Yeah.
She's like the. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yep. All right, D, go ahead, man. You up? 30 seconds.
All right, my 30 seconds is going to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. So I went to the show No, listen. That shit was dope. It's going to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey because they have like basically an all-black cast that's kind of heading the show. The DJ is black for it. The head singer is black. Like it was just awesome to see. Take my kids to. No animals, but the show with the acrobatics and stuff, it was cool as shit to see. Black is excellent.
So they brought niggas to the circus, huh?
Yeah, Trey, if you get a chance, man, check that shit out, yo.
No, yeah, I heard it was dope. I heard it was dope.
That shit is dope.
You was over there, huh?
Yeah. Damn.
I had to use it. I
That
had
is
to.
crazy work.
Yo, that was a layup, bro. He's talking about all black people in the circus, and I can't say.
To be honest, it's not even like a circus. Like it's more acrobatics, and it's and they do like more of like it's kind of like a fucking like neon dance party type of deal.
It's like
cool
gymnastics in there, right? They kind of made it into like a gymnastics thing. Yeah.
You would like this. This for them to reinvent themselves. They did an awesome job.
Yeah, because they was beating the shit out of them animals. Whipping bears, dance, making tigers do or making bears do like catwalks and like walk on the big ass string. That shit is.
I don't know if I ever saw a bear there, but I saw elephants.
They used to have animals, bro. They used to have monkeys. And shit.
I used to go to those, but I seen. I ain't never seen no bear, but
I seen a video one time where they had a tiger and that shit got loose and bit the fucking bit the nigga. It bit the nigga, and then after that was it. I think that's when they stopped doing that shit. All right, let me do my 30 seconds. My 30 seconds goes to the gentleman of Uwar Bernard. He is the 21-year-old Nigerian defensive tackle who never played organized football. He's 6'4", 306 pounds, 6% body fat, a 4.6 40, 39-inch vertical, and 10 by 10 broad jump. And I thought it was dope. I watched the video of him playing basketball, but I am not happy that he's going to the Eagles because if he does do well, he's going to be fucking nice. But shout out to them for drafting him at 251. So there's niggas that have never played. We had a whole conversation about NIL. There's niggas that transferred 7 different schools and didn't get drafted. And this nigga has never played football, but just from his raw potential, they think he could be a force. So, I mean, they ain't lose any money on him. And if anything, he's going to make money. And they called him and he said, I can't walk that far because the call was from Nigeria. So it was kind of funny. Howie Roseman called him. What you say?
So he's in Nigeria. Never played no college ball or nothing.
He never played football.
That's the NFL. I'm not trying to hate or nothing. That's the NFL trying.
Nah, don't even say
that. 100%.
That's hate, bro. I gotta bleep that out.
What the hell would you bleep that out for? That is them trying to expand their horizons
to Nigeria,
bro.
Come on, yo, niggas is playing football out there, bro.
Who's the greatest commissioner,
bro?
Like out of all sports, who do we try to model after?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Okay, so what does Adam Silver do?
Put him in the tournament,
bro. They don't have, bro. Nigeria of all places, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
No, bro. They don't even have.
I'm not trying to hate on your love. It's cool. Like it's a cool story. I'm not hating on that. But the NFL is that dude is he's a play.
If they were smart, they would have drafted somebody from Australia, or that's why I don't think he was. Did you see his clips, nigga?
I think they've been there, done that. Australia, I think they did that before with like
he is a part. So this. So I listened to an interview on Unsportsmanlike, and it was with OC Umenyora. He's African. I don't know if he's Nigerian. I don't want to say, but him like Luol Deng has like a program where he helps NBA players go from. I think he's from West Africa. I'm not sure, but he has players that it's like a NBA to path to like from Africa to the NBA. And OC Umenyora was this dude's mentor, Uwar Bernard, and he kind of knew. I don't think it was his mentor, but something like that. It's something about Africa. I don't know. But needless to say, the nigga has 6% body fat. I would have drafted him too. And if he can't do nothing, then he can't do nothing. But playing that position like a defensive tackle, bro, I would be excited to pick him up just because if he doesn't do well, then you didn't lose nothing. And if he does great, then you have one of the greatest picks of all time coming from a country that doesn't have football.
You're going to wind up with the new Blindside movie.
What do you mean by that, sir?
Boys hate watch you.
It's gonna be another one of those of he's never played any organized sports or organized football, and then he winds up being this great success story, and boom, you got another movie off of it of how great the NFL is for giving people a chance.
Well, that's great.
That's what it's gonna be, and then years later, it's gonna come out just like The Blind Side. That's not the actual story.
I think that niggas have been playing this sport for however long. Niggas done got NIL money. Niggas done had transferred. And this specimen comes out of nowhere and gets drafted 251st. Bro, if he's nice, nigga, the Eagles are... And Howie Roseman don't do shit like that. That's his name, right? Howie Roseman. He don't do shit like that. Where he just drafted niggas like just because. He drafted a criminal. Come on, bro.
All I'm saying is...
He know niggas' potential, bro. If he was able to see niggas' potential through that...
All I'm saying, shout out to him. You know, that's cool.
That was pure hate, bro.
How is that hate?
You're trying to make him seem like he was a Make-A-Wish kid, man. That shit ain't right.
How is that hate? That's no hate. That's just the NFL playing politics. That's what I feel.
What kind of political connections do they have with Nigeria?
That's them trying to expand their name. That this is what they do.
Where do you think
took
we send all those?
You took a person that... Stop it, Trey. No organized sports, and all of a sudden he gets drafted into the NFL?
Yes, what? Nigga. Bro.
This is... Bro,
nah, I
this
feel
is
like I gotta play you... Nah, you're hating. I gotta feel like I gotta play
listen,
you the clip. Nah.
Listen. This is literally like being on Madden, and it says it's going to be an undrafted free agent after you scout, and you like, fuck it. Let me just go pick this dude up.
Nah, bro.
You could have waited till after to go do this. It's a political fucking move, man. Like that doesn't make any sense.
See, now I got it.
You telling me that there's other teams that had this dude on his radar, on their radar?
If they were a good organization, they should have. Look at this nigga.
Aren't there only like how many picks were there? 257.
Niggas training against trees, bro. Look at this. Yep. This is him before. So this is not him. This is not him now, bro. This is like him when he was like in high school or some shit. But they didn't have.
I hear you. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's not nice.
A fucking tree in a tree in the middle of the woods, nigga, with a camera.
This is like drafting Mr. Irrelevant. That's what I feel. Like that's no hate. That's
put together.
You could have got this dude without having to draft him. That's what I'm saying. Is this was all just a ploy for the draft again.
Are you hating, bro? This nigga.
Y'all wildin'. You telling me
this nigga walk you down? It's a wrap.
You telling me that I'm not right about this?
You're not. This nigga's pumping out.
Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Yep. Well, Dave ain't saying nothing, so I ain't gonna say nothing to Dave.
Yep.
But y'all tripping.
Nigga, this nigga's a specimen.
He very well can be, but you could have got him without drafting.
Look at all these other look at all these other fat niggas in the back playing the same position. Look at these niggas. They not fucking with him.
This is the same thing. This is like a Bill Belichick move. Let's go get somebody that nobody's expecting in one of the rounds where you could have got him way after the fact. Hell nah. Nah, you can miss me with this shit. Shout out to him.
This nigga looks crazy. Yo, when they talking about like Greek gods and shit, it's that nigga, bro. Oh man, I can't wait for him to. I might get a jersey.
Dame said, "Shut this shit up." He's
right. I didn't say it.
I'll close it out.
I didn't say it.
All right, y'all.
I ain't say it, but I was thinking it.
Shit, I didn't end it. All right, I'm ending it now. Here we go.